Hello everybody, StikyPiston here, back with another video. Now today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cool item sorting system in Minecraft Java Edition. So let's get into it. Before I do show you how this thing works, I do just want to say that this might work on Bedrock Edition, but it also might not. So you can try it in the Bedrock Edition. I'm not going to stop you from doing that. It's just, I'm not guaranteeing it works because I have not tried it myself in Bedrock Edition. So let me show you how this thing works. Okay, so first of all, you will need to grab some things that can be sorted by your sorting system. So, also cobblestone. My sorting system that I have here can sort oak planks, and cobblestone into these here chests. You might be like, what is this little cauldron for? Well, this is labeled, as you can see here, it is labeled miscellaneous. This chest is for anything that cannot be sorted by the sorting system. So let's grab something that cannot be sorted. Exposed cut copper stairs. Why not? So what we can do now is throw these all in a chest, and you heard that note block sound there? That is triggered by this little red circuit, and that note block here, this low pitched note block, indicates that it has begun sorting all of the items. So I'm just gonna either speed up the clip or cut the clip to when this thing finishes sorting. This update on the machine, you can see it is almost done. And also, if you're wondering why the order of the stuff is different, that's because I accidentally broke the chest while I was waiting for it. So then I just quickly grabbed the items out of the hopper, and you'll see eventually there'll be another note block sound to indicate that the thing is finished. Okay, so you can see a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You heard that sound, and that means it is now finished. Or there may be still a few items needing to be sorted, but you can look here, see it's done. And now we can go through the list. So first off, here's our stack of oak planks we put in. Here's our stack of spruce. And if you're wondering why there's only 3 stacks of birch, is because I only had 2 stacks in here before. See, there's that. The same for jungle. I already had 2 stacks instead of 3 like the last one. So here's our 3rd stack. Same for acacia. Same for dark oak. Although the cobblestone I already had 3 like the first 2 wood types. So that's why there's 4 stacks here. And then here's our cut copper stairs from earlier. Okay, so let's get on with this tutorial. Okay, so the materials that you will need for this tutorial are the following. We will need decoration blocks. I'll be using spruce planks, smooth quartz blocks, and smooth quartz stairs. You also need chests, item frames, hoppers, droppers, and observers. You'll also need redstone dust, repeaters, torches, comparators, and then any solid blocks for your redstone to go on. Do note I'm just using cyan and magenta wool to color code the circuits, but you can use literally any solid block in the game. You can use the sandstone that's on the floor right here. Another thing you can do if you want to do that little note block thing, then these are the extra materials you will need. I'm not going to grab out these redstone bits because I already have them, but I will grab out the red wool and the note blocks. Because you can see, yes, we already have redstone bits. But anyways, let's get on with this tutorial. Hey, so you want to find where you want to build your sorting system. I will build it on top of this bedrock block right here. You want to begin by grabbing out your decoration blocks. Start by placing any number of chests. I will place over here, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For this one, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to have 4 items that can be sorted. Then make sure you have an extra chest for any miscellaneous items that cannot be sorted by the system. So in total now we have 5 chests. Of course you can expand this literally infinitely, and by infinitely I do mean actually infinitely straight into the world border, and if you want you can go expand into the other world border if you want. But these are chests, and you want to go then to the back of your bolt, and you want to make these all double. Make sure you crouch when placing these chests and that you actually look at the chest. You don't have to on Bedrock, but on Java if you crouch but then just place the chest like so, it will not connect. You have to look at this chest in order to connect it. Now you want to make your decoration. I'm just going to do like this and then have stairs like so. Then you want to have item frames on each of those stairs. Make sure these are transparent or non-full blocks, so something like slabs or glass will work, because if it's full blocks then you will not be able to open these chests. You see, if I put a full block at the back here, now no matter what I physically cannot open this chest. So let me quickly remove that. And also I'm going to grab out my miscellaneous cauldron and shove it in that item frame. Okay, so now we want to add the input chest. After this block to the left, you want to place another chest and then do something like this. From there, you want to place another row of blocks on top and then a row of blocks like so. And what I actually am going to do is to place the top blocks here above these stairs and replace them with slabs. I just think it looks quite cool. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to have hoppers pointing into the back of each of these double chests. So from the top it should look like this, with the hoppers at the back pointing into these chests. Then you want to grab out temporary blocks, and you want to place a temporary block here and one to the back, and then you want to do something like so. Then you want to have hoppers pointing into each of these temporary blocks. So it should now look like this. You can see here, hoppers facing towards the back and then hoppers facing towards the front underneath them. Then what you want to do instead, here by the last chest, which is your miscellaneous chest, I'm falling out of the sky here. By the miscellaneous chest, you do not want to have the hopper facing across. You instead want to have it facing downwards. Then place a temporary block here and one to the back on the last, one to the side on the last chest like so. So here the last chest, temporary block, one to the side, remove this block. Then you want to have hoppers pointing all into that block. So you can see every hopper is going to the right into this block. Then you can remove this block. Then you want to place a temporary block behind the input chest and one down. You then want to place a hopper facing into that block and remove that block. You then want to have 3 droppers facing upwards behind this hopper. 1, 2, 3. So it should now look like this. The hopper from the input chest is pointing into this dropper tower, which all of these arrows are facing upwards, and you can see the dropper's mouth right there. Then what you want to do is right after that, you want to go ahead and take this hopper chain and you want to connect it into the top of this dropper. So place hoppers facing into this chain like so, and then one facing to the back. So you can see here the dropper would spit out an item into this hopper. They would go here all along into here, and then whatever can't get sorted by these sorters will just get thrown into this chest. Okay, you are now done with all of the building. Let's get on with the redstone. Okay, so I'm just going to grab out all the redstone bits, and also you will need observers. Okay, so now you want to come over here to this dropper tower. At the bottommost dropper, you want to place a block here and one down. Remove this block. place a comparator facing outwards. Let me just check if that is correct. No, it's not. You want to place a block here behind to the back of this dropper here. Then place a temporary block 1 down, remove this block and comparator. Then place a block, then a temporary block and 1 up, 1 to the side, remove this block. Then you want to have blocks like so and have repeater, dust, 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 and then make sure you right click this comparator to change it to subtract mode. Then place a observer facing upwards off of this repeater. You can see the arrow is pointing upwards, the dot is pointing upwards, and also the face is looking at this observer. Then place 2 observers facing towards the front of the bolt. You can see here from the top it looks like this. So basically how this part works is basically shooting the item up into this hopper chain. I'll probably speed all that up when I edit this video because that probably made no sense. Okay, so now we want to mold the item sorters themselves. You want to then go here. You see here where all of these hoppers facing to the back. On the hoppers below them, you want to place blocks facing to the back. Again, ignore the last hoppers. See, from the front will be the rightmost hoppers. Coming out of each of those hoppers, on these blocks you want to place comparators. Then place 2 blocks to the back of those. So you can see it now looks like this. Then place a temporary block here, 1 down. Remove this block. And actually only want to do the 1 for now. You can do this. However, just do like this. You can see here only 1 of them have the block. Then you want to place on each of these top blocks and also this bottom block 1 dust. And the reason we didn't place the blocks here is because we want to place the repeaters facing going towards the front of the bolt in these gaps. Now we can place these blocks and then the dust. Then on each of these blocks we want to place torches which are going up into the blocks with the comparators on them. This is also locking these hoppers. Okay, so you want to pick what items you want to be able to be sorted by this system, and you want to just have at least 64 of them. Well, actually, I reckon you only need 42, because 1 goes in the item frame and then 41 goes in the hopper. Although you will also need some junk items that you don't mind throwing away. I'm just going to use this dirt because there will be filler items for these hoppers. You will need 4 junk items per hopper that you want to be sorted, because remember the last hopper is not sorted. What you want to do is first place 1 in the item frame. Then you want to go up, follow all the way to the back where its comparator is. So you can see the leftmost chest is for oak wood, so the leftmost comparator and the leftmost hopper is for oak wood. You want to then go in and place at least 41 in here, then place 1 dirt or whatever your junk item is in each of the last 4 slots, and you should see it tick down to 41, or if you only put in 41 it'll just stay there. And you want to repeat that process for each of the 4 droppers or chests in the system. So I'll just speed up this part because I already showed you what to do. So now everything has been put in and I'm just going to quickly build a floor. You can build underneath these chests, it doesn't really matter. Of course you don't need a floor if you don't want the floor, but you need something to stand on. And then also behind these slabs, if you put them, you can put any block you want. I like to have calcite behind here. I think it adds nice bit of texture. Okay, so if you want to build the optional note block part, you want to do the following steps. Go over here where this hopper is pointing into this dropper, which is the hopper underneath the input chest. You want to break the block here, place a temporary block 1 down, remove this block, then have a comparator into this flooring block. place a temporary block there and then one down, then place dust. Or yeah, then place dust, and then have another block, and then a repeater, and that repeater then points into a block. Then have a temporary block one to the front like so, and have dust on it. Then you want to place to the right, to the right of it, and then you can tune it to any sound you want. I just click it once. Then to the back of this block, you want to place a torch. Then to the back of this torch, like so facing towards the back of the board, you want to place your note block, and then set it to any tone you want. I like to click it 23 times or 24 times so it lands on note 24. Like so. So now, once everything is built, you're actually done. But before I can end off this video, of course, we have to test it. So I'm just going to quickly grab out my fireworks again. So I'm just going to grab out, say, oak logs. And I'm going to put in 32. Note, if you put in 64 of your logs, of your items at the beginning, you should see 22 of them, like so, in each and every chest. And there should be nothing in the miscellaneous chest. So I'm just going to throw in the oak logs, and you hear the note block plays. Then you'll hear a dispenser fail, as you could see from the subtitles. But now, while it's processing the items, it will be completely silent. And you heard there the note block plates. Now we should see there are 54 oak logs, because if I 32, this is the 32 this is the 32 we put in, and then this 22 was from earlier. Okay, so anyways guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If so, give it a like, and also comment down below if you have any suggestions for what I should do next. Subscribe if you wish, and hit that bell button to stay notified whenever I upload a new video. But anyways guys, that's it for me. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.